Um, I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up, but it's 10. I woke up at maybe like 7 something, 8 something. And I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. It's February 15th. Man, what an intense day yesterday. Like, not because of anything in particular, but I think just mentally and emotionally, being here in this space during this time, physically and metaphysically, has been intense. It's been intense. I signed up for the next year of my life 2 days ago, and I have a live work space in Long Beach, California, which is about an hour and a half away from where I grew up, in the same place that I ran from 2.5, almost 3 years ago, to go to art school, and my life changed as I did that. And I think just being back has made me feel so much that yesterday became a culmination of the fact that a year ago, I was super stoked on the idea of permanence and coming back, familial ties, romantic bonds, permanence, and all of these things. Even maybe locality, the idea of what it means to be present in time and space. And yeah, finding out that you don't actually know what you want, as it happens often, is always kind of jarring, but it's never, I don't think it's ever been as intense as it feels like it has been these past, I want to say, maybe a few months. I've been doing so much reading and thinking, and I sent my first Valentine's Day message that I feel like I actually meant, like that actually came from a place of honesty, yesterday, to someone who's like well in their 50s. And the response was also quite beautiful. I talked about wanting to cry and crying, and gave a book recommendation, and I spoke of disillusionment and being 7 years old. It was short. It wasn't like a lengthy outpour of the heart, but it sort of felt like one, because I don't think that I allow myself to do the outpour as much as I would like to, mostly because I don't think that people have time often to receive me well, or it well. Anyway, yeah, the feeling of disillusionment and permanence in things has also sparked this other idea of growth and personhood, as usual, on this journey of mine. For quite a long time, I've been thinking about personhood and what it means to be someone and to live a full life, and what a full life actually means and how it differs between myself and someone else, or vice versa. And this social structure that we've got going on, all of these changes that have been made in my life very recently and very, very, very quickly, I think have warped something in my brain, not in a bad way, not in like in a way that I can't comprehend. Even though I can't comprehend it, it's more like a trust, like a faith, if you will. In an intuitive feeling. There's so many people in the clouds today. Oh my gosh. But right, disillusionment, personhood. As you grow, and develop your own personhood, and I think that like a lot of people struggle with this idea of not being a people pleaser, and I think that there's one level past that where it's like, not only can you not be a people pleaser, but you also might have to break hearts in order to be fully realized. And I'm not talking about being reckless with people's feelings, and I'm not talking about situationships and, you know, doing things that are frivolous and without meaning, or not being communicative, because all of that is it's flotsam. It's not even on my radar. But what I mean is, if you are a person who feels different, if you are a person who understands things in a capacity that is commonly not well understood or received, and there's so many synchronicities in your life that are pointing to something else. The struggle between growing up, between realizing you're a people pleaser and then sort of not becoming a people pleaser, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to be a people pleaser, I'm going to do what I want. There's that further thing where it's like, me actually doing what I want, me actually saying what I want, me actually being fulfilled in my personhood means that you have to, with care and love, break people's hearts. People that you care about, people that you mean well toward, people that you want to make happy, people that you love. And it's not exactly your job to get them to understand that either. And that's so scary. That is horrifying. The idea of hurting someone in love. What do you do with that? I don't really particularly know. I think that we have very confused ideas about happiness and about duty to other people. I think we have very confused ideas about who we are and what we want and what the world is supposed to be. And that's why I've been really heavily thinking about this idea of right and wrong when it comes to social structures and filial duty and romantic expectation and even just relationship expectation, like having a relationship with your friends and your colleagues and members of your immediate like community, I guess. And it seems like we're always using this word community like it sounds like a total buzzword to me. And I know that often it's not meant to be that way, but I don't think that people have enough time. People aren't awarded enough time, or often don't have the skills set or the ability to really dissect the things that they say, because words are also like they've kind of been rendered commodity as well. Like nothing isn't a commodity nowadays, except for maybe like really special things, really, really special people, if you have the ability to recognize that. If you have the ability to recognize that. And I think I do. I want to know that I do have that ability, because I think it's super important to be able to hear things and to be able to see things beyond what is physically present. I think that's what makes us people, and the fact that you have that ability, the fact that I have that ability, and it's not really encouraged to be developed, I think is scary. I think that's what makes us human, and I think that the loss of that skill to be able to decipher, interpret, feel like really feel without, something being spoon-fed to you, maybe even with, but I'm not a big fan of it, is you can't replace that. You no. This was kind of a rant. Like, I know that I have a lot of points. Like, all of this really connects into each other. AI, personhood, art, literacy, happiness, community, cars, public transit, all of it, like, is there. I'm moving back home. And I'm blessed. My life is, I can recognize that, even though this isn't where I thought I would be, like, there's so much value in where I am that I refuse to mess any of this up, especially by not being grateful. But some things are difficult. Even if other people don't understand the difficulty of it. And if some things, happen if decisions are made and we progress through life as we do. People's hearts are gonna be broken. If I have to break a heart, especially of someone that I love and care about, I'm going to make sure that the decision that does do it is meaningful and impactful and makes me feel like a whole person. Goodbye.